Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. You guys are going to have to excuse me. I need to put some light on. Sheesh. Probably need to put the other one on too, but good morning there, legend. Welcome to join me if you'd like to. I'll shoot you a link if you want. Oh, hold on real quick. Little light on it. Although I ought to probably be in the dark. Good morning, everybody. Drewski, Stephen G. Goated. Welcome into the show, gentlemen. Hope everybody's excited about the day. Kind of surprised we actually have a president. It's over with. You don't have to wait until 30 days or whatever. Not going to get into politics, but just, kind of surprised at what we saw last night. Good morning, Kimberly K. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Yeah, I don't like that yellow. I'm going to fix that real quick. Better. All right. Welcome in. Let's see. Chicken, what's up, my guy? How's everybody doing this morning? Chicken, you out on the road? Don't be typing and driving that big rig. All right, we're going to get in a little bit today talking about this upcoming game with the still ranked in the CFP top 25. Obviously, the first one came out last night. Missouri hosting our Oklahoma Sooners this weekend. This is kind of one of those blood games, at least for the fans. It is. I know we heard what Brent Venable said, the last couple of days about it not being really a personal thing between the coaching staffs. I don't buy that, but it is kind of is what it is. But thought Rooks and Burke quit on the team, according to the Doomers. What happened? Yeah. Pre-tripping. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. Stephen G, you might be right there. Welcome into the show, Jimmy. Good to see you, my guy. That's actually a big deal. I think that's as big a part of what we're going to be talking about today as anything, because we're starting to see some things, obviously, with Seth no longer running things for the OU offense. You've seen some, competency, on that side of the ball, bringing in two big-time threats, which I think both of them is going to be huge. I think that that's going to give – you already heard I saw something from Jackson where he was talking about it a little bit, talking about how that was big for them, and it's got to be helping his confidence a lot. Obviously with Farouk, the one time we saw him this year was on a deep route, very first one of the game against Temple, and he hit him for a big gain, and it broke his foot. So, I enjoy seeing that kind of stuff and seeing him back. I think he's a leader in that room too. Somebody that's been in the program for long enough that he can take a leadership role. I think it's going to be helpful for the offense, because I think that's probably what you've been missing the most off of that offense is real leadership and, leadership with experience, I guess. Satterfield, let's see. Topher, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Yeah. Love to see Caden Green put on his ass by Jaden Jackson and co. Yeah, if he was still playing, I don't think he hadn't been starting lately. I don't think. We know he got pulled out of the game after the A&M game. He was awful, just looked bad. But it was one of those. After that, he just continued to not really look very good. So, we'll see kind of what happens with it. But they still do just have those couple of losses, so they still got them ranked in the CFP top 25. I don't know if I don't know why, because I would think that I mean, I don't think that much of South Carolina either, but I think South Carolina's probably better, right? I voted for BV and BB. Like it, like it, like it, like it. Okay, I'll send that over there for you, legend. 1 second, sir. Probably should have done this beforehand. I've been busy this morning. I actually wrote another column that I'm still kind of working on it a little bit, but just to tighten it up. So you guys will have another column. This one about little Mike Gundy info. Little Mike Gundy and Lincoln Riley. A little link between the two. So I think you guys will like that. I'm probably have it out in the morning. See what I think about it. But did you see the half-assed? Speaking of Mike Gundy, though, we know for sure he won't be at tackle facing PJ. No, he won't. He will not. Yeah, because he's a damn guard. That's what he is. That's what I thought was the funniest thing is when they moved him to guard and Drink made it about him feeling more comfortable. You know, and yeah, right. You were real mouthy about how he was not a guard. He was a tackle and all that stuff whenever you were talking. So try that shit with somebody else. We don't buy it. That's in there for you there, legend. If you want to pop in. Yeah, let's see what else. So Jason thought Rukin. Yeah, no. So Rukin, I mean, I'm excited about Farouk coming back, man. I mean, we talked about it quite a bit, you know, over the last, obviously since he's been out, but you know, he caught a lot of hell at times last year and stuff like that. But he's been solid, man. What's up there, brother?
What's going on, brother?
How we doing?
Good morning, America. I'm doing finer than the frog hair split 4 ways down the center with a chopping axe, brother.
Is that right?
Man, I'm feeling good today. If I was any better, I'd be a twin.
You'd be a twin?
Yeah,
look at that. I even got a name tag for you on this overlay here. Look at that.
Oh, cool. Heck yeah. How you doing this morning, brother?
Good, man. It's good. I'm excited, happy about the day, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. I was just telling everybody I wrote another column. This one about a little bit about Mike Gundy and the link between Mike Gundy and it's kind of a link between Gundy and Lincoln and the hell they're having, both of them. And I don't know if you guys saw what he put last night. I gotta go find it now that I'm thinking of it. But on Twitter, he typed a half-ass apology, right? It's lame. He says, I apologize to those who my comments during Monday's media call offended. My intent was not to offend any of our fans who have supported us in this program through the years. I mean, it's 2 sentences. You know, it's not the minute-long bullshit that he threw out there on that media availability, calling them fucking poor assholes. They can't even pay their damn bills and shit. How dare you tell me? What a clown, dude. Guy is a fucking clown.
Man, I tell you what, Mike Gundy, he's making for good comedy right now, man.
Isn't it some shit though? I mean, it's like, bro, come on, man.
This is better than I'm a man, I'm a 40 speech.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing though. He's gotten so full of himself, really. You know, you think about it, like, and he's mediocre. I mean, he really is mediocre. And I guess I understand it. This is kind of what I said in the I don't want to give the entire column away, but I mean, shit. That's what I was talking about. When you back it up against, you know, the low bar that was Oklahoma State football, I guess, you could call him, so amazing as a coach or whatever at Okie Light. That shit would never have cut it at OU. And he never he hasn't consistently done shit.
No.
But he acts like, I swear he leaned into that fucking thinking he was all that, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
Wild.
Out there headbutting. Oh, Neilio got a super.
Headbutting Bessie.
Yeah, headbutting Bessie.
Hey, Neilio, thanks for the super chat. Good Wednesday morning. Good morning to everybody. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, he's something, man. It's something else, but it's funny to me. But I just decided I had to write about it, and I kind of linked them both together because both of them, I think, the main thing is they both completely lack accountability for anything. And when you kind of put that up against what we're talking about with, like, look at Brent Venables. I mean, he hasn't. I mean, look, this is not the banner season that we would have liked to have seen from him. But
really,
you don't see him putting it off on anybody else.
No.
Nothing ever. In fact, he doesn't even like throw his coaches under the bus and shit.
No. He puts it all on himself. He carries it on his shoulders.
Which is what a leader does. You know?
He ain't going to go out there and blame fans and blame this and blame that when something goes, with for example, during Texas, BV could have threw Seth under the bus and run over him with it, but he put all that he took the heat. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm gonna share that little audio thing again real quick. Let me find that shit. Just because, I mean, you got to contrast that with what he comes back with. It's like, dude, really?
This place has had tremendous success for 18 and a half years or 19. I can't do the math real good, and so unfortunately in life, most people are weak. And as soon as things start to not go as good as what they thought, they fall apart and they panic. And then they want to point the finger and blame other people. That you see it happen in everyday life. People do it all the time. That's why I refuse to watch the TV and watch the news, because I get tired of people complaining and bitching about this and that versus just doing something about it and trying to figure out a way to make it better. Well, that's what happens in college athletics. And as Jenny said, she's exactly right. It's just on the bigger stage where people can voice their opinion. And in most cases, the people that are negative and voicing their opinion are the same ones that can't pay their own bills. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of their own family. They're not taking care of their own job, but they have an obligation to speak out and complain about others because it makes them feel better. But then in the end, when they go to bed at night, they're the same failure that they were before they said anything negative about anybody.
God.
I mean, bro, really?
Dude.
That's where you decided to go with that one, huh?
I could count at least 12 diatribes in that talk.
Right. And I mean, and then I apologize to those who my comments during Monday's media call offended. My intent was not to offend any of our fans who supported us in this program through the years. That is about as half-assed mailed in of a fucking apology, insincere as it gets, right? I mean, you had all that shit to say in your little media availability about that shit. And that's what you come back with? The fuck out of here. And earlier this year, he was saying that if they got, the people that were being negative were fucking with their recruiting.
God.
Like you ever recruit anymore, asshole.
Yeah, he told
fuck out of here. It's
the only thing he can recruit is a bad case of hemorrhoids.
Something. Fucking guy. He's been mailing it in forever, and he's really in love with his own legend, and it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
And when is
concussed? Oh, Bessie got it. Maybe he needs to be concussed again.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm calling this karma because Jason, as well as I do, and the people in the chat know that in the offseason, OSU fans were pumping their chest saying, "Oh, Oklahoma and Texas is gone. We're going to rule the Big 12." Not with that piece of work that's your head coach.
Yeah, well, Topher, I don't know that they do win another game this season. They certainly aren't going to get to 7 wins. They're at 3-6 now. 3-6. You know, they've lost their first 6 freaking games, and this is with 20 of 22 starters coming back from their team that went to the Big 12 championship game last year. But if you remember, they had to right the ship there because he was mailing it in then. Motherfucker wasn't even showing up most of the time, he said, to practice. Wasn't part of the game planning. Nope. Here you got these and he's been mailing in the hires. I mean, I think from everything you hear about the guy, he seems like he's an okay guy, but the defensive coordinator there, what's his name? Brian Nardo. He seems to be a nice dude, but that's the worst defense in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And why did he do that? Because, well, they didn't want to pay Knowles. He didn't bump that salary up, let him get off to Oklahoma or Ohio State, but gave himself a raise instead. You know, shit was ridiculous, ridiculous. And then you go get this guy from Division III. I mean, he's up over $8 million a year, Satterfield. He's up over $8 million. But that's just, I mean, damn. And he was pretty open about the fact that he had been spending more time on his ranch than he did at practice. And they let him get away with it. Oh, Cody Light's he's been on his ass. He's been on his bumper all year.
Oh, yeah.
All year.
If there's one thing, there's one thing to remember, that Cody Light, you know, he's been on Mike Gundy's butt.
Oh yeah, no doubt, without a doubt.
He's not a sunshine pumping OSU fan. I'll give Cody Light.
He's a sunshine pumper. He's definitely a sunshine pumper, but he doesn't do it for Gundy's ass all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying. He don't do it for Gundy. I mean, he's about as hard on Gundy as I was with the other guy that just got fired 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mentioning his name anymore.
You're not mentioning his name anymore?
No.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, lots of cussing going on. Let's all remember to hit that like button. Did somebody else
Mom, I'll try to clean up my potty mouth.
Shit. Oops.
Get my mouth washed.
Plus the timing of the apology. He did it when people don't pay attention to college football. Yeah, I mean, you mean like during the election stuff all last night? Yeah, that's when he put it out there. It was like right in the middle of when it's starting to get pretty juicy last night on the starting to figure out that you might have a president, you know. So yeah, nobody was paying attention to that shit. Well, and the few that did, I saw and I think this guy's a fucking ass clown too, but the OK State props guy.
Yeah.
He's a fucking moron too, but he right away said something about what was it he said? He goes, apology accepted, whatever, blah blah blah. He said, I don't know, it was something stupid though. It was more or less, I think he was actually maybe, I couldn't tell if he was like really accepting the apology or if he was just like, nah, fuck you, man. I think they all should be like, fuck you right now. I mean, literally, you're supposed to come in here and quote unquote run the Big 12. Yeah. You know, because Oklahoma's not in the way anymore. Texas isn't in the way anymore. So this is our shit now. And you lay this egg, golly. And Arkansas should have beat the shit out of them earlier in the year too.
Yeah. How Arkansas got to let them get away with that dub is beyond me.
Dude, I think they almost tripled them in yardage and shit like that. They just made stupid mistakes all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad. I thought it was gonna get what's his name fired right then.
Me too.
I thought it was gonna get him gone right then.
Good morning, Kimberly K. How are you doing this morning, First Lady?
Wondering what Cody Light is thinking. Yeah, he's not excited though. I'll tell you that much. Cody Light is not having it. And he's been calling for a lot of. I mean,
Yeah.
Apparently there was that stuff out there about Charlie Dickey getting fired and stuff, and he right away, went out there and decided to put it out there, and I was like, all right, it right away they denied it, and so the thinking is that he was lying and stuff. So he ended up making himself look bad, kind of. Although I don't believe for 1 second that he's lying. I think that he knows exactly what he's talking about, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't just hold on to him because he thinks he fucking can.
Is OSU Okie Light, are they still running on that quarterback that's on the AARP program?
They've been apparently they put the Smith guy in, the Miolake Smith or whatever, last week, and then they had played and actually this is messed up, but Garrett Rangel played in that BYU game when they were winning while he was in. He was playing pretty well, and then he got hurt, so yeah, they went back to Bowman. But apparently I think that Smith kid got in towards the end of the game this last week, but I don't think it mattered. I mean, shit, they got smoked 42-21 at home.
God.
By Arizona State. Like, dude, come on. Come on. And I mean, Arizona State, fine, whatever. I mean, I guess they're a little better than they were. And I actually like their coach. I just think that I don't see it, man. You're not supposed to lose that game,
Nope.
Not supposed to lose that game for sure.
No. I tell you what, I was looking into this week's game with Missouri, and the more I look into it, the better I like our chances going into this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, you got a couple of big-time receivers coming back, Farouk and Burks. So,
yeah.
Look, man, that gives you guys that, I think the leadership part for Farouk is as big as anything, but he's a hell of a player. We know that. He doesn't have the straight line speed that like Burks has. But, man, the guy makes big plays. He made big plays since he got to Oklahoma. I mean, the times that he's gotten chances to play, he's been good, man. And the leadership, I think, is probably what you've missed the most for OU, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as offensive side, you don't really have that guy that provides that leadership. And I think Farouk is definitely one of those guys that you would have expected him to throughout the year anyway. And I think that this is going to allow him to he got hurt in the first game. So he can play all these games and still get he's going to get his red shirt. So he'll be coming back next year. That's great news. I hope he's, able to stay healthy for the remainder of it and get an opportunity because I like the way he plays. And again, and I think that just helps. If you think about it, it just helps because you have seen the last 2 weeks improvement on that side of the ball anyway, just in the competency part of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And plus Jackson's going to be getting back one of his known targets that he's used to throwing to,
Yeah.
And so, we're looking for confidence in Jackson. Well, there you go right now, right there. His two, Deion Burks and Farouk coming back, he's gonna feel more comfortable, and knowing that Farouk, I don't care what anybody says, that guy, you go back to last year, he had a clutch catch in Texas, and he had a clutch catch in BYU. And it seems like whenever there's a clutch catch needed, Farouk was always him, and Stoops was always them two guys. But we don't have Stoops anymore, so that leaves you with Farouk. And let's face it, guys. Let's thank Jalil Farouk because he could have went with his best friend Caleb Williams to USC, and he stayed right here in Norman.
He could have, and I think, Lincoln recruited him to begin with. So, and it was fairly surprising. Of course, he had that, and I remember him having that. He had himself a game in the Alamo Bowl against Oregon.
Yeah, he did.
He had himself a game. I mean, I could imagine that. I mean, hell, you don't think that Lincoln would have liked to have probably taken him with him? He took Mario, and Mario didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, he was pretty good in his year here, but he wasn't great.
No, was Mario the one that played for Tulane when we faced them this
Yeah,
year?
Mario Williams.
Mario Williams.
Yeah, and then he's the one. He had that fumble against Tulane in that punt return.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I mean, and I'm not hating on Mario either. I mean, he had, I don't necessarily blame anybody that went with Lincoln per se if they got recruited by him and all that stuff. I mean, it is what it is. I don't hate Caleb Williams anymore. I mean, I know some people do, but I don't. Hey, listen, you're going to get a special place in my heart when you deliver a comeback win like that against Oklahoma, whether you paint your nails or not.
Jason, I was talking with my good friend yesterday afternoon, and you know what one receiver me and him missed the most?
Who's that?
Marvin Mims.
Marvin. That was Adela's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That was Adela's favorite. She was always talking about Marvin Mims.
I
like Marvin. He's done pretty well in Denver.
Yeah, he has.
He's been pretty good at Denver.
Doing well.
He's a good player, man. He was a clutch guy, man. Clutch guy. Yeah, it's. I mean, got 2 new jerseys. Nice.
Awesome.
Which ones you get? That's cool. Zofix, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't really feel like it doesn't have to be a depressing thing. I mean, look, if we win our next 2, now that's iffy. That's iffy though. I mean, look, I still think Alabama. I mean, they're right now they're in the playoff race. LSU is as well. They're both in the top 12. I think you have to figure that they're probably gonna. It's going to be tough to win both of those games. If you can beat Alabama at home, great. Or if you could beat LSU on the road, that's cool too. But I don't know that you win both of them. And whatever it is, I know Legend's he's been predicting the LSU win for a while now, so I'll let him go with that. But just expectations shouldn't get that high for us right now, the way we've seen it. Now, I will say this: their 4 losses come against what? Really good competition. So
yeah, South Carolina. I mean, they went out and boat raced.
South Carolina. I'm
still not sold on South Carolina. We have Coach Wood.
We got the Flash in here. The Flash.
We got the Spyro, Oklahoma Flash.
Well, you crazy with that saying. You crazy with that saying.
That's how you can tell what I like you, Coach.
Oh, you good. Sorry I'm late, man. We just came from a budget meeting. Hey, Jason, quick question.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the cheerleader, man? They got a concussion with a water bottle from the Clemson fans thrown on the field.
Who did?
One of the cheerleaders from Clemson got a concussion
from a fan.
A water bottle being thrown on a fan doing the Louisville.
Damn,
man.
I didn't hear about that.
It's out on YouTube, man. But you check it out, man. It's just Clemson fans throwing stuff on the field. Yeah, man. My brother
at their own fucking team.
Wow.
Check it out. I just saw it a few minutes ago. He sent it to me. I just saw it a few minutes ago.
That is wild. That is wild.
I was like, oh shit, that's something that we never see at Clemson.
Wow.
Yeah.
People lose their damn minds, man. Well, I mean, look at Texas, man. They chucking shit out there over what they thought was a missed call or whatever. I mean, come on, man.
Dang,
and they got their way over it too.
Here's the bad part, and you know it's gonna make them look bad. They asked Dabo about it, and he was like, "Well, I can't control what the fans do up in the stands. I'll let the AD and the administrator handle that." What?
All he had to say, you know what? All he had to say was, "Don't fucking do that again."
Thank you.
You'll never come back to another game. And whoever they can find the person that did it. They got cameras in every corner.
They're looking right now. They're going to
that is so sad.
It came from
when they were losing, when they got beat.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, somebody was having trouble coming down the old hill. He jumped off of that second part and tumbled right into somebody too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, he has that Mike Gundy syndrome right now, I guess, because he's not saying anything right now.
Well, they're showing there's a video right here on Twitter of they're chucking bottles out on the field.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with y'all, man?
Brother-in-law said that the cheerleaders were trying to get out the way, and one of the girls got hit, got gashed open.
Damn.
And you know what her parents
It's a
get
good
ready to
thing.
do.
It's a good thing it was plastic instead of glass. It could have killed her.
Yeah.
Well, in 1985, when Oklahoma played Colorado, because Brian Bosworth flipped off the student section, somebody threw a frozen Coke bottle, a frozen Coke bottle, and they were glass back then.
Yeah.
And hit a cheerleader.
Oh, it could have killed her.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Okie State do that to Oklahoma 2015?
Yep.
When we went there and beat them to go play Alabama, they were throwing snowballs and beer cans and stuff out of the stands.
Yeah. I remember that, Coach.
Wow.
They're chunking snowball. Ain't that the ain't that the game also where we scored a touchdown and that Okie State student in the back of the end zone tried tripping the tight end?
I think so. It's when we did the fake touchdown to the field goal kicker.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
It's just sad, man. Like I said, it's getting to the point right now, man, where you can't even go to a damn ball game and enjoy yourself. People act crazy.
Wild. It's wild, man. It really is. It's just pretty crazy. Pretty
Did
crazy.
I hear you guys right that Farouk is back? Did I hear you guys right?
Mm-hmm. Farouk and Burks are going to be back this weekend, apparently.
Yep.
Man, I'm going to be happy this week then.
Listen, man, I think it spells W for Oklahoma in this one, and I don't know for sure about what's going on, but it sounds like they're going to be without their starter. So I mean, they weren't that good with him. Without him, I don't think they'd. I just don't see it really working out too good.
Wow.
He could have done like Billy Tubbs and said, "Tell the fans don't throw anything on the field, no matter how bad the officials are."
That's it, man. I mean, you got to say something positive, man. But to say I won't say anything, I'm gonna let the administration do their job. That's not my job. You the head freaking coach of the
It's the wrong fucking message to send. And look, you saw what I mean. I got to give props to Sark on that. When that shit started going on, he ran out onto the field and was freaking like motioning to the fans to knock that shit off. You got to give props to Sark on that one. Yeah, I mean, he's been known to kind of try to keep the crowd under wraps. He was trying to keep them from yelling at Brett Yormark last year, too.
Yeah.
So I mean, fans act the fool, they act the fool. But listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like there wouldn't be dumbasses at Oklahoma that would do it too. But because we know that there's people that would, they're just about stupid enough to do something like that, and it takes all kinds at these damn games. People do dumb shit all the time. Look at that dumbass from Texas Tech a couple years ago when they beat Texas.
Oh my God!
And that fat kid comes running behind and knocks into those players. The fuck?
Hey, man.
Clown.
Hey, Jason, Coach, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Since Farouk and Burks have been out for a while due to injury, now that it looks like they're going to play again, are they going to have to knock off some rust, maybe getting back into the game?
Well, probably a little bit. I mean, I think there's always a little bit of that, but I mean, the thing is that once you get out there and get hit or whatever, playing receiver is not the exact same as some of those other. You don't have to get overly physical, I guess. I mean, you got to be able to handle the physicality, but I mean, you're running routes. It feels like something that you should be able to knock. I think, depending on if, I don't suspect that they'll play every down. You know what I mean? There could be some getting back into football shape kind of stuff, or whatever, being out there all the time. But I don't know. I think it maybe. I mean, I don't know that you expect a ton. The main thing, really, though, just the threat of those guys, both of them.
Being a decoy.
You could, I mean, you can use them like that to get other guys open. But shit, guys like that are used to getting in the end zone. You know what I mean? They're used to making plays. So
Now, mark my word.
I'm chomping at the bit for it.
Here it is Wednesday. I'm going to tell you right now who's going to have the best game of their life. Hate to say it. Either whoever the tight end is going to be, it's going to be either Helms or Bauer Sharp. They're going to have a hell of a game because now
you got a threat.
They got a threat on both sides.
Both sides.
So now the middle of the field is going to be wide open for your tight ends.
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree.
So
I'm
hoping it's Helms, to be honest. That's just me.
Me too.
I'd love to see Helms get another, it was good to see him get a touchdown last week, but I'd love to see him start being more a part of this offense. He deserves it, man, for going through all the stuff with his injuries and stuff. And look, I mean, I don't know. You look at him and you look at Bauer, and I think Bauer's a damn good athlete too, but shit, dude. Caden's a stud, straight up.
He is.
He's a
man, he stayed laser focused on that tip pass that he caught last Saturday.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and I mean, it was coming to him either way, wasn't it? So it was going to be for him either way. So good thing. I mean, he got tipped and he still got it anyway. But I mean, he's just he's one of those big dudes. He's what, 6'5", 6'6" anyway, and just stud. So got some speed to him. I mean, he's the type of guy that's a big time. If he could develop a little bit, I mean, the NFL loves dudes like that.
Oh, yeah.
Loves dudes like that. And I think he's a better athlete than and I think Braden Willis is a hell of an athlete, but I don't think that he's the kind of athlete that Caden is.
Yeah, he's my Jermaine Gresham, Trent Smith hybrid. Caden Helms is.
Trent Smith, Trent.
I loved me some Trent, dog. I loved me some Trent Smith.
Mm-hmm. He was good too. He was, man. You've had some pretty damn good tight ends at Oklahoma. I'll tell you that. They've had some damn good tight ends at Oklahoma. Some of them you don't even think about them so much, but even like the H-back guys and stuff like that, like Dimitri Flowers and dude, I love Dimitri Flowers, dude. That guy was a baller.
And Jay Hall
too. Yep, both of them. They're fucking ballers, man.
Well, with these two guys coming back, it's just going to open up the playing field for a lot more people to get involved. But I would turn it loose. I think Joe John's going to have to turn it up now because there's no excuse. There's no excuse now. Your guys are back.
Yep, your guys are back. You're going to have to bring that juice.
Well, again, I mean, to be honest, like especially with now, I don't know about Burks because I don't know what he ran, but with it should help Farouk because I mean they're going back to an offense that he knows well. They ran it for 2 years, so it shouldn't be hard for him to acclimate back to it. I'm guessing that. I mean, come on, man, it's just route running, and so it's not a ton. There may be some different options that they try to do, but I figure you got to try to get Burks the ball immediately too, because that guy's a touchdown waiting to happen, man. He gets a little bit of room, he's gone, and he runs pretty good routes too. I mean, I think that he's just that explosive type of player. I think he's going to be really good if we can just finally get him to stay in.
Yeah,
if he can stay healthy, and like I said, it's a shame that a lot of these guys haven't. Steven Alexander, yeah, dude, he was good too, Jimmy. Joey Mickey.
Wasn't Steven Alexander the one in the 2000 Red rivalry that stretched out and caught that long pass from Josh?
He is,
and he was the backup tight end.
He was a stud.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, well, and then we've had a lot of those guys that was, that
Hey, give me you guys. What?
Everybody was a problem for y'all's asses. What are you talking about?
Give me y'all's top 4 tight ends from Oklahoma.
All time.
That's pretty good. Drop them in the comments, folks. What do you guys got?
Mine is Mark Andrews.
I'm gonna say one that nobody's talking about, but you got to put him up there.
I've got Mark Andrews, Jermaine Gresham, Trent Smith, and my number one, Keith freaking Jackson.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I think I think that you could argue for Jermaine if you want to, but I wouldn't. I would have to, and I think Jermaine was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I think he's the closest to be. I'd be like 1A with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still think that Keith was the best.
Keith was the best. Keith was a triple threat. He could run, he could block, he could catch. I just don't see Braden. I mean, I love Braden, man, but those four that Sooner Legend just mentioned, that's my four.
Yeah, so you had Jermaine, Keith, Mark Andrews, and who was the other one?
Trent Smith.
Trent Smith. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. I think that's probably fair.
I mean, do you have anybody else, Jason?
I'm trying to think. Man, I mean, I guess if you're going to, I mean, you could talk about Joe John was a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe John was a badass. He was a good pro too. I mean, he was a good pro for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I was asked that question last night, so
I think Smith probably Smith though. But yeah, I mean, but there's been some other. I mean, not to say, like I said, if you put it into the HBAC conversation, then you got to start talking about guys like Dimitri Flowers and you know.
Y'all know me being the legend, I wasn't going to leave that conversation without mentioning Keith Jackson. Now,
oh come on, man! Listen,
that's my dog.
I don't give a shit if you were alive at that time or not. It don't matter.
That name is first.
That dude was a dog. He was, and as huge as he was, I mean, shit, he could have been probably playing defensive tackle if he wanted to, but
yeah,
this was fast.
Yes, for a big guy.
Oh, dude, he was really
go watch him on that tight end reverse against Nebraska, man. He had some jets, dude.
Wild, man, that they were running a reverse with Keith Jackson.
Can I also mention that it was on the 8-yard line, on Oklahoma's 8-yard line?
That's wild, dude. That is
if,
wild.
If you guys are not busy tonight, I'm going to invite you guys on. I'm going to do my emails. There's a lot of these questions about Oklahoma greats. Like, the toughest one that I'm going to have is name the top 10 best receivers.
From
Oklahoma. That's going to be.
That's a fucking tough list to compile right there, buddy. That's a tough list to compile. You guys should be over there watching that show tonight, you know, for sure, because I like that segment, and I was going to tell you, I've been meaning to tell Legend that he ought to be doing that too, to like, you know, spark some more interest, get some letters coming in to, you know, to talk about more the Legends.
I'm shocked. I get so many emails that I can't talk about because one thing I don't do politics. I don't do certain other things, is that I don't get too personal when it doesn't involve me. But anything about sports, I'm gonna jump all on it, man. But they gave
he did the reverse twice, Emilio. You're right.
Twice in the same game, huh?
Yeah, they did it. They ran it twice.
Yes, they did.
Yep. And Nelio, of course, Nelio's pops, mom and dad both went to Oklahoma, so he's an OU guy too. He went to K-State, but he loves OU. That's why he's always.
Coach, I'll give you a wide receiver that's hardly ever mentioned that you can add to your list right now.
Man, I got 6. I need 4 more.
Do you got Tinker Owens on there?
No, I don't.
Put Tinker Owens on there.
So you've got 6. Let's see. I'll give you some. I mean, I think the best
I need
one
this, man. I need it.
I got to tell you, I think Didi's the best.
D.D. Westbrook.
I think Didi's the best one.
Well, my number one, I'm going to tell you who my number one is.
Okay.
My number one is Mark Clayton.
Oh, by far.
See, I argue that because I think that Didi was the best one.
I'll go one.
And I like Mark,
early.
and I think that Mark is right there, but I don't know, man. And I've had this argument before on Twitter one time, and I think most people it's one or the other, but I think a lot of people would go with Mark. I'll tell you this: Didi's the only one that's won the Biletnikoff.
Yeah.
You know,
I
think.
Go ahead.
If I had to go, if somebody put sodium pentothal truth serum in my vein right now and asked me who my number one wide receiver is, I'd say CD Lamb.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I love him.
It's a great argument to make. He gets a great argument. Malcolm Kelly was damn fucking good too, man.
Malcolm Kelly, Ryan Broyles.
Yeah, Chicken's got Ryan Broyles up there. I just
Mark Bradley.
Kenny Stills. I like Kenny.
It's
Mark Bradley.
Huh?
Sterling Shepard.
Mark Clayton.
Shepard. Hey, man.
D.D. Westbrook, Kenny Stills, Ryan Broyles, Sterling Shepard.
Ryan Broyles has all the records. I know that.
CD Lamb, Malcolm Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, y'all helping me out because I was stuck, man. I was like,
do you have Joaquin Iglesias on there?
Joaquin Iglesias, there's another really good one.
Yes, he was very underrated because Malcolm Kelly was just killing.
Dude,
What about Mark Bradley?
Who?
Mark Bradley.
Oh yeah. I forgot about Mark.
Forgot about him.
Damn. That dude this hey, legend don't be forgetting shit.
And make it so bad, he was a quarterback and they made him a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Broyles was on pace to win the Biletnikoff. I agree with that. I agree with that, Chicken, but still, that's why I say Hollywood was another really good one. Now he was
Hollywood
only, of course,
Brown.
He wasn't there as long as some of the other guys, but Hollywood was a bad dude too, man.
Josh Norman.
Dude, what? See,
Andre Woolfolk.
This was a hard question, man. Andre
Woolfolk.
I think you can really. I don't think you. Well, and Chicken says having 10 is a crime. Try top 25.
I know, but hey, Sooner Legend tonight. You get your 10.
Okay,
Jason, if you come on, you get your 10, and I'm gonna get my 10 because it's some more on there. They told me the 10 best running backs. It's just a big thing of Oklahoma that I have questions that I try to put together. I'm gonna do it tonight.
You going wide receivers and running backs?
They gave me quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers.
Whoa!
Welcome to the show, Big Bogue.
What's up, Big Mike?
What up?
What up?
We're in here talking a little history about who's the best of all time at tight end and
Tommy
then
McDonald,
receivers. And we started off talking about, we were obviously talking about getting our boys back this week and get Farouk and Burks back this weekend. You know, it's
Stephen Jeeves reminded me we can go back to the Bud Wilkinson days. Tommy McDonald. I mean,
Lone Wolf asked the question: is Stoops in the top 20? No, he's not.
Here's how I treat.
I like him though. I mean, listen, man. As far as leadership goes, and
and being clutch.
Yeah, with leadership. I mean, he might be one of the top guys. I mean, for what you needed him for last year, Stoops is, but you can't compare Drake to some of these other guys that played at Oklahoma at receiver, man. That's just no way.
That's just too many. It's just too many.
Too many good ones. You know, he's talking about Malcolm Kelly. I mean, Malcolm Kelly was a badass dude, but I'm gonna die on that hill with D.D. Westbrook, man. He won the Biletnikoff. I'll die on that.
Yeah, hill. I love me some D.D. Westbrook.
D.D. was a bad fucking dude, man. Sterling
Mike.
Shepard though, and Broyles too. What's up, Big Mike? What have you been up to?
Bro, I just slept in a little bit this morning because I was up late last night. Went to the gym.
I was too.
Got back from the gym.
Nice.
Messing around with this puppy.
How's the pup? How's the little pup?
Pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, well, mine's a year-old pain.
We're trying to potty train him, right? Like, this dude is like the sneakiest shitter of all time. Like
Sneaks away. He doesn't want anybody watching.
I don't know how he does it, dude. Like, I was just walking around, and there's just a little random turd, and I'm like, how? I've been watching you the whole time.
At least little though.
Just a little. It's just a sneaky shitter. So I was telling my wife last night, I'm like, dude. Like, this sneaky little bastard be shitting all over the place,
leaving little
nuggets,
presents for you,
little nugs, bro, just little nugs.
Yeah, little cigars.
I'm sorry that got me tickled, Big Mike.
That's funny shit.
Hey, it took me about 4 weeks to do Rocky, man, but he's done now, man.
Yeah, man, weeks. See what I'm saying? It's crazy. Crazy.
Let's see. Beavis and Butthead sure had one of those too. Yeah, hell yeah. Ryan Broyles had over 4,500 yards at Oklahoma. Name a running back with more. I'll wait. Yeah.
I thought Ryan Broyles was a wide
I'll name a running back with more. Adrian Peterson.
Dude, Joe Washington.
Fucking easy.
I'm just telling you, save y'all's lists because I'm gonna need help tonight.
But I thought Broyles wasn't a running back. He was a wide receiver.
Well, hey, drop your email, or I got your email. Is that the one that you put out there for everybody, or do you got a different one?
Yeah, that one. The Coach Rick's 101.
Oh, Coach Rick's 101. Okay. At Gmail?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw that in there. You guys all share your top 10s with Coach Rick's.
Quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends.
Oh, shit, all of them, huh?
Yeah.
How many people have somebody other than Adrian Peterson at number 1?
I have Billy Sims at number 1.
Billy Sims.
That's what I have.
Mine would be Billy Sims, Joe Washington. My big 3 is Billy Sims, Greg Pruitt, and Joe Washington.
No AD in your big 3? Oh, hell no. Now I got to kick you out. What the hell are you doing?
No, don't do that. Hey, my guys, I wish y'all could have got to see Joe Washington back in the day. I mean,
I've seen stuff, and I know he's great and everything. But come on, man. AD was different.
I know it, Jason, but that's just.
He should have won the fucking Heisman as a freshman.
Oh, I agree with you.
Screwed him out of the Heisman when he was a freshman, as a matter of fact. Gave it to damn Matt Leinart.
Okay, Jason, would it make you feel better if I went 3A, 3B, 3A?
I don't care. Yeah, he's got to be in there. He's got to be in there, man. He's got to be in somebody. I mean, look, man. But
is Quentin Griffin in y'all's top 5?
No.
No, he'd
He's
probably be.
close.
He's close.
Okay. Now,
Adrian didn't have over 3,500. I look. Well, he had 2,000 that one year. He had the hurt year, I guess. Yeah, you're probably right. He didn't hit 3,500, but okay.
Because my 4th one would be Elvis Peacock.
Elvis Peacock was good too. Oh.
And then 5th would be Spencer Tillman.
Yeah, you can't forget about Spencer Tillman. That dude. So Kimberly K says might be controversial, but Joe Mixon.
Ooh.
DeMarco's got to fit in there somewhere too, by the way, folks.
Here's the thing.
DeMarco's got to fit in there somewhere too.
Does Alan Patrick make y'all 10?
Yes, Alan Patrick definitely makes my 10.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? There's so many backs.
It's wild.
And I'll tell you, another one that I'm leaning towards, but I got to go check him out again, and that's Chris Brown.
Overstreet before Tillman, says Satterfield.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
I like that. David Overstreet. I
He's a
mean,
bad dude too. Hey,
God,
I'll tell you, let's not just keep it to Sooners though. Let's ask this: who's the best that you've seen in your lifetime quarterback in college football?
David Hum.
Who?
David Hum.
David Hum.
The best
Nebraska.
quarterback ever
In college.
You're gonna go there you're gonna go with Nebraska quarterback, and that's your one.
Well, he's the one
It's
that came
Tommy
to my
Frazier,
mind.
bro. Come on, man.
He got to be. I mean, well, I was
Frazier.
thinking Tommy Frazier,
Yeah.
or if we're talking about college only, it's either Tommy Frazier or Tebow.
It ain't Tebow. Hell no, it ain't Tebow.
Look,
I'm gonna kick you out now.
Look,
You gotta be shitting.
We're talking about college quarterbacks. He would. Hey, you can say what you want to say.
Vince Young's better. Vince Young was better. Come on.
Okay.
He was gospel.
I got a clear head. My top 2 all-time college quarterbacks: John Elway, Joe Montana.
Montana wasn't that great in college. Come on.
Bro, listen, I grew up in Nebraska. I watched Tommy Frazier, but he was good, but he couldn't throw the ball.
So what? He still dominated this fucking game every game.
I tell you something, bro. There was, dude. He balled.
Dominated the fucking game, bro. Two natties.
People, there's Nebraska fans that didn't want him as a quarterback. Like there's people that would take Brooke Behringer all day over Tommy Frazier. I'm telling you,
gotta tell you, they're idiots.
I lived it.
Tommy dominated college football. Bro.
Hey, are we gonna say
here's what I tell you. He won a national championship, but when I think of somebody that dominated college football as a quarterback, his name is Lamar Jackson. Dude, that dude had stupid touchdown numbers. He may not want a natty, but that dude had dumb numbers. You can shake your head.
I gotta go with Jamel as one of the better ones too.
Jamel was the man.
Jamel was the man. Charlie Ward is another. This is a really good one.
I can get down with Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward was a bad motherfucker, dude.
I can get down with Charlie Ward.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Played in the NBA because for whatever reason nobody thought he could play in the NFL, but holy shit, he was good.
Yeah. I can't remember who he played for.
Michael Vick's another one. I'll tell you this, Cam Newton was that dude.
Yeah, Cam was him.
Dominant. But and then I'll tell you, like best season I've ever seen from a guy. It had to have been Vince Young though.
Vince Young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Vince. Listen, I hate saying that. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, but I gotta tell you, but that fucker, dude, he dominated that whole year, and I mean. There's no way Texas stays on the fucking field with USC that day without Vince. Not even on the field. They couldn't touch him. Yeah, I puked in my mouth a lot right there. But Vince was the dude, man, no doubt. And I still say the same thing about Tommy Frazier. I watched that guy beat he beat Miami, Florida State, or who was it?
He got robbed against Florida State. The Nebraska got robbed that year against Florida State.
Yeah, they did.
A phantom block in the back on a Corey Dixon punt return.
That's right.
Right. Dominated the whole game. But yeah, then they beat.
Where's Sippin' Sooner?
They beat up on. No, you know what? Was Tommy Frazier the quarterback that year when they beat Florida State?
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he won 2 of them.
He did. It was Florida State and Florida.
And he could have won a third one. Dude, how can you not talk about damn Tommy Frazier? And you know what? Many people don't.
No.
I don't give a shit if he could throw it from here to across the room. I don't give a shit. That dude dominated football games. Hey, where's the sipping sooner? I just saw something about. Where's he
He's
at?
the one. He's up there. He said we forgot about Marcus Dupree when we was talking.
Sipping, get your ass. Where you at? Hey, tell him Jason. Yeah, fuck being young, but yeah, I can't help it. I can't help it. He was real. He was the real deal, man. Now that other year, we beat the brakes off of his ass.
What's the quarterback from Hawaii? Jason.
Huh?
What is the quarterback from Hawaii that has the most passing yards ever? Is it Ty?
Oh, it was Tommy Chang. Timmy Chang, something like that. Or was it the other one? I don't know. But like Landry passed up most of that shit. I wouldn't even like bring that guy into the conversation, man. There's a lot of dudes that I
Are we going to overlook?
Ever get to those guys?
Hate to say it, but are we going to overlook Matt Leinart?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't about Matt Leinart. And as an Oklahoma fan, fuck Matt Leinart.
I love pushing the envelope.
I can tell, Coach.
You knew where there was. Andre Ware was good. Andre Ware was good. I don't know about all of that, but he was good. I wouldn't say he was the best. I still think, I think Cam Newton. I think if you say Cam Newton, I can't really argue with you.
What about Steve McNair?
Yeah, it's too bad that shit. I mean, we could ask old Big Marcus about that. He played with him. He played on his offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
He was. The guy was insane good. You don't see him up against. You didn't get to see him against most of the big D1 talent though. It'd been cool to see him play against some of the big boys. Yeah. But he was unreal. He almost won the Heisman.
Yeah.
He was like really close to winning the Heisman that year.
Yeah. What did y'all think of Danny Werfel back when he was in Florida?
Danny Werfel?
Uh-huh.
Dude, he was a stud. Won the Heisman. Won the Natty. Yep. Oh, yeah. No. He sucked too. Mike Gundy. Fuck out of here. Doug Flutie. I'll tell you somebody, if we're going to start talking about those dudes like that are kind of fringy, Warren Moon. I think that's one of the most overlooked fucking quarterbacks in the history of both leagues, college or the NFL.
I loved Warren Moon.
Dude, that guy was unreal.
He could sling that freaking ball now.
He played like 6 years in the CFL before they'd give him a shot in the NFL.
I know.
And he's still one of the all-time leading passers. Shit. Unbelievable. Yeah, he don't get enough love. Warren Moon does not get enough love.
Hell, even my favorite quarterback of all time, I wish that's probably my. I don't care. You can have Tom Brady. You can have all them. Give me Roger Staubach 10 days a week.
He was damn good.
That's who I wanted to be, bro. I talked to you on the phone about it, Jason.
Yeah. Yep. Roger the Dodger.
that was my dude. I cried like a baby when he retired. Literally.
He played at New Mexico Military Institute before he went to Navy.
Mm-hmm.
He did. So who do you got as your number one there then? If you're not even picking Tommy Frazier. I can't believe that shit, Big Bogue. Nebraska guy.
He was good, but here's why I tell you. Here's why I tell you that.
He couldn't throw it though. You're right.
He couldn't throw, but if you want to talk about best teams and you want to throw Nebraska up there, bro, you have to, because their O-line dominated everybody.
Oh, dude, they did.
Defense, the black shirts were they were great. And then
you remember Aaron Taylor? You remember Aaron Taylor, right?
Yeah, you forget about my guy LP, Lawrence Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I mean? Like the Russian attack was the
He was
real deal.
insane, dude. Lawrence Phillips was insane.
That's what I'm saying. Couldn't stay out of trouble, but yeah.
Yeah. If that dude would have stayed out of trouble, he might have been a Hall of Famer in the NFL.
Yep.
He was ungodly good. Oh, they were so good.
Dude, that run he had against Florida in the Fiesta Bowl, the championship that one year, like, dude, that was probably one of the, to do that big, like making people miss like that. Like, man,
Scott Frost was a bad son of a bitch too in college.
Yeah.
Scott Frost was another stud.
Yeah, and then just took it to the house. But yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I grew up a Husker fan, but you have to convince. You'd have to do some serious convincing to tell him, like, get like Tommy Frazier as the.
I don't know, man. The dude made plays all damn day long.
Yeah, he did. He did
all damn day long. I mean,
Tommy Frazier was one, and I tell you, there's another
against him in high school. I think Chicken played against him in high school.
I tell you what, there's another Nebraska quarterback that still gives me PTSD to this day, and that's Turner Gill.
Yeah,
because I mean, he whooped our butts in the early '80s before we did. God dang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Doug Flutie.
Mike Rozier his fullback?
What's that?
Big Mike. Wasn't Mike Rozier Turner Gill's fullback?
No, Mike Rozier was a running back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
but didn't he play on the same? Didn't he play on the same team with Gill?
I think Gill might have been before. That was a little before my time, but I remember Rozier, you know, in I think it was Rozier and Rathman, maybe.
Yeah, Rathman, Tom Rathman. God,
Rathman.
I forgot Rathman was that. I forgot Rathman went to damn Nebraska, dude. He's one of my favorite Niners. I was a Niner fan always growing up. So,
dude.
Tom Rathman, he's you can talk about a badass fullback.
Oh.
That guy was a baller.
I mean, you want Nebraska might be fullback if you really want to think about it. Like some of the fullbacks they had back in the day, like
Jams.
Those are fullbacks. Those are shit. Makovica.
Yeah, Makovica.
Hey, what's my boy's name? Corey Schlesinger.
You
know what I mean? They had my high school teammate Willie Miller.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was my high school teammate, man. He played running back for us, dude. He was our eye back. You want to talk about, dude? I was so happy that dude was on my team. That there was no reason for anybody to be that big and fast, and I was just like, dude, I'm so glad he's on my team. We were just
talking about with Keith Jackson. The man, dude was a monster and was running reverses when he was at Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was ridiculous how big and fast this kid was, and I was just like, well, he ran me over one day in practice. And I was so mad. All my friends was making fun of me. Spoiled my dumbass kid for I tried to take him out. He ran my ass over.
Oh. There's no substitute for brains, huh?
Bad business decision.
Oh shit, dude.
Who was that?
We're getting hit by Brian Urlacher in games, man. That fucker was
Big Mike. Who was that hard hitting linebacker from Nebraska? I mean, it's a big time name. It's from 85 or 86. The name, I mean, it's a big name. I can't remember his name.
Big linebacker, huh?
Yeah, buddy, and he was a freaking stud.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
hey, somebody just brought up here. Neilio's talking about Irving Fryer, wide receiver. I met Irving Fryer when I was in the military in Philly. You want to talk about that dude was a stud ass athlete, and he was wearing a big ass hoodie, and you could he was just cut up and just that guy was a baller, man.
Yeah,
Irving
Fryer.
underrated.
Yeah, Irving Fryer. So there's a couple linebackers, man. But I'm thinking of my old D coordinator. His name was Jeff Jamrock. I don't know about that. I don't know about if that's him, but dude, they loved him up in Nebraska, man. Let's see. There's a dude named Octavius McFarland that stuck out.
That's not him.
Terrell Farley. I remember that dude making plays.
Broderick Thomas was the defensive end. Neil Smith
Broderick
on the other
Thomas.
side.
He was a
He
DN.
wasn't a linebacker.
Hey, Neilio's a fucking encyclopedia too when it comes to
Yeah.
Neilio's a fucking
Yeah,
encyclopedia.
Broderick Thomas was a DN.
You're talking about Broderick Thomas. You're talking about Neil Smith. You're talking about
Yes.
defensive ends, right? So, you got a couple other dudes. You got a couple other dudes that are all timers up there. You got your Wistroms, you got your Jared Tomiches, you got Dante Davis, Mike Rucker. Those dudes at defensive end. So when I was growing up there, Trev Alberts, can't forget him.
Trev, I was going to say we're not going to talk about Trev Alberts for
when I was growing up there, dude, that's what I wanted to do. That's why I ended up playing defense in college, because those were the dudes. I was like, I'm trying to be like that, right? So Coach Tony Samuel, he was the position coach for all those guys. And when I used to go to those camps, I'm like, this dude's cool as shit, bro. He don't get work. You know what I mean? He was just a cool ass dude. Right. And the first when he took that head coaching job in New Mexico State, bro, I was out of there. I was like, I'm going with this dude. Here's the deal.
That was
when he put that staff together.
I had to say it, man. I had to say, I'm just fucking.
There's probably five other dudes. There's probably five other dudes that was on that he put on that staff that was recruiting me at other schools. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about this guy, this quarterback from Nebraska. His name's Jerry Godowski. Y'all don't remember that dude.
All right, Mom. Thanks for coming in.
Y'all don't remember Jerry Godowski. He was recruiting me at another school. Steve Standard is at freaking Kansas State now. He was up in South Dakota recruiting me. Barney Cotton was recruiting me at Nebraska Kearney. Jamrog was at UNO. Even Coach Leipold was at UNO.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Coach Leipold, damn.
Hey, dude, Leipold remembered me, and this is like the late '90s. He remembered me the first time I walked into his office. He's like, I saw the name Mike Boganowski, and I was like, it can't only be so many of those. But yeah, that dude remembered me, bro. It was kind of crazy. I mean, he probably could have done a Google search or whatever, but yeah, all those dudes went on the staff.
I forgot about Leipold being on that staff too,
and New Mexico State, and they all went on that staff, man. So I just, Nebraska was dragging their feet, Kansas State was too, and I was just like, I'm trying to play for Coach Samuel anyway. Let's do it. I had a great time in New Mexico State.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. I had to say that, man. That was stupid.
Dude, at the end of the day, dude.
Hey, Christus is a great place. It's a cool college town, and New Mexico State's a good school.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fun school, good place to be. Good place to be.
I had a great time.
Good place to be.
Probably should have been a tight end. Like I done told you all the tight end story and what I should have done. If, hindsight's 2020. Everything I think does probably happen for its reasons or whatever. But you might have ended up in the NFL if you'd have been a tight end. Yeah, for sure. But
Gronk,
it is what it is.
Gronk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to tell the chat, if y'all want to see some big dudes, go on YouTube, pull up the 1985 Oklahoma-Nebraska game, and if nothing else, when they mention the Nebraska offensive line, yeah.
Hey, it was Beringer. It was Brooke Beringer.
Brooke Beringer.
It was a little plane crash. Yeah, it was Brooke Beringer. So here's another dude that was on the staff at New Mexico State. That was the D-line coach. And you want to talk about freaking legend. His name's Rich Glover, the Glove.
Really?
That guy too?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, hey, listen, man, I'm going out to practice every day, and I'm like, that's Coach Glove, man. That is Richard Glover. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy.
Pretty wild, right? And all those, it was crazy when Samuel got that job. We were like, why would he come? Why would he be at New Mexico State? Like, it's wild though. They've had some pretty good coaches there from time to time.
Yeah. Coach
Kiel and his staff were unreal good last year, man. I mean,
yeah. Coach Sam's, it was Coach Sam told me how the New Mexico State job, happened. There wasn't too many in that landscape of college football. There wasn't too many schools that were trying to offer a brother a head coaching job. You know what I mean? And in New Mexico State, they've always been pretty progressive. So, in that state, like I didn't realize that coming from the Midwest. I did not realize how progressive and stuff was out there. It was crazy. It's a little head shock, but yeah, good old Glove, man.
Yeah, one of the guys that won the game of the century that year.
Yep. Sure was.
Third in the Heisman voting, I think, that one year as a D lineman.
As a D lineman.
I've mentioned him in one of my videos. OU has an offensive lineman from the Billy Sims day that will forever be in my heart. But he was a big mountain of a man. His name was Sammy Jack Clappin. He was a Cherokee Indian boy from eastern Oklahoma.
Mountain of a man, you said. He was a big ass dude, huh?
6'6", almost 6'7", and about 275, 280. He went on to have a pretty successful pro career at San Diego.
Wow.
But man, if you ever go back and watch his stuff in the old Sooners, dude, he could handle a double team and pancake them to the ground. Both of them, both the defensive guys. He was that dude.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that guy.
Sammy Jack.
I mean, that's before my time, obviously, but
Yeah, he passed away a few years ago, sadly.
Man, you just don't realize how many dudes that made it, that far from, and like you talking about all these Nebraska guys that Big Bogue knows. I mean, hell, I know a lot of those guys, and you forget, but like Ndamukong Suh, somebody asked who's the best defensive tackle in the college history. It might be him.
Yeah.
He dominated.
Absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Absolutely dominated. I mean, there's another dude that people forget about that went to Nebraska too, and his name's Levante David. Like you want to talk about a career in the NFL?
Oh my God, I forgot he went to Nebraska, but I didn't forget Levante David.
He's the first. He's about to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, dude. Look at the stats on that dude, bro.
Unbelievable player, man.
It is ridiculous. But yeah, Levante is probably one of my favorite Buccaneers like out there, dude. It took a lot to
unbelievable player, bro.
It took a lot to surpass Rondé Barber, but man, let me tell you something. I love me some Levante David.
Brother,
Emilio, I love me some Ricky Bryan.
Ricky Bryan. Damn.
He would do something with your neck, with your head, and do something down after he pulled your head off.
Levante played in he said he played JUCO ball.
Yeah.
Down in Southeast.
So have you heard him tell stories about that? The players.
Look at Neil, dude. This guy's an encyclopedia, man. He is.
The JUCO, dude. He like it was JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, Levante David. Dude, he rattled off some dudes that was on that JUCO team. And I'm like, dude, that's wild.
Yeah. Are you talking about what's his name? Coach the crazy sandwich.
Coach Brown? Yeah, I don't remember what JUCO they went to.
Coach B.
It might have been Todd.
He was at Garden City, right? Or no, not Garden City.
He was at Independence.
He was at Independence, right.
It might have been, I think Levante and them might have went to Dodge City.
Yeah. I
can't remember though.
I bet you Neilio tells us right here.
Yeah, Neilio probably
he knows his shit, dude. He does. He knows his shit. So one day his coach had told me about Aaron Taylor, who played, he won the what the hell was it? Coach team there in Wichita Falls at Ryder. And nobody in the Big 12 wanted him. They couldn't. Texas Tech, even like TCU, and then they didn't want him. And Coach Osborne came and got him. I don't know if it was Coach Osborne or I think it was, right? And he goes and wins the freaking Outland Trophy. And I was trying to remember the dude's name. We were talking about Nebraska and stuff, and I I was talking about coaching that guy, that in him winning the Outland, and Neilio's like that had to have been Aaron Taylor. I was like, and again, this is a K-State guy and an Oklahoma guy, but he knows them all. He's a fucking encyclopedia. Knows his shit.
Scott. Levante went to Fort Scott.
I remember I was 6 years old in the game of the century, and me and my daddy went. And after the game, I told Jason,
Fort Scott.
But I told Jason that I've got a picture in my storage taken with me and Fairbanks, Switzer, Pruitt, and Mildred, and then on the Nebraska side, I have Devaney and Osborne and David Hum and Johnny Rogers.
Wow.
Well, after we took the picture, and plus I got Bud Wilkinson and Chris Schenkel behind me. It was announcing that game. But anyway, I looked up at Bob Devaney, who was the coach in Nebraska, and I said, "Coach, you beat my Sooners." And he patted me on the head and he said, "Well, son, sometimes that happens, buddy." I'll never forget. I liked Coach Devaney. Classy. If you want to talk about class, Bob Devaney was very, very classy.
So Greg Ray, coaches from Perryton, Texans.
Yeah.
Coaches from Perryton. That's where he went to school and played. Mike McKinley. He talks about this guy all the time, by the way. He's always talking about McKinley.
God bless him. Coach said that Mike is all them concussions and everything. He
ain't right.
He ain't right. But he was a stud. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Fort Scott recently canceled their program, but for a few years they got into the deep pockets of a few ranchers down in southeastern Kansas and built a foundation for a legit program with a few NFLers. Yeah, man, that's one thing that the transfer portal and NIL has killed is JUCO football.
Yeah.
It's severely injured JUCO football.
Yeah, because look at all, I'm not being an OU homer, but look at all the good JUCO players we got out of JUCO. And other college teams for that matter. Anyway.
Well, listen, I mean, what true pipeline? I mean, you got your Midwest guys that would go to Nebraska, but hey, man, true Midwesterners usually either wanted to go to Ohio State or Michigan or Notre Dame. You know what I mean? It's tough to recruit there. They had to recruit those guys, and that's what.
Yeah.
And then once they got out of Texas, when they got out of the Big 12, that killed them. That killed them not being able to recruit Texas guys. The same, So I don't know, man. And right now, Matt Rule's struggling. Apparently, I think did he just fire one of his coaches, or he's getting ready?
They want that off. So they hired a OC, analysis fucking coach, dude, whatever you call him, and they're calling for Satterfield though.
Yeah, they want him out. Yeah. They want.
Well, they're dude. Nebraska's quick to turn on you now.
Oh,
hey man,
imagine that.
Nebraska's quick now. Like I said, dude, I remember growing up. I remember people wanted Tom Osborne out of there. Like, how ridiculous is that? Like, dude, I remember growing up and they're like, "You need to fire Tom Osborne," and I'm just, I'm a little shit. I'm like, why? This dude's we're good every year. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, he's like the GOAT.
Yeah.
Shit. But
hey guys, I have to jump. I am out of groceries. I gotta.
I'm about to have to get out of here before too long.
The Legends gotta
go get some food.
I gotta go grocery shopping, fellas. Jason, thank you for always bringing me on. Bo, Big Mike, see you next Monday. Tell Jason what our topic's going to be Monday. The top 5 of Dog.
Oh yeah, we got the top 5 Faroe Field edition in Missouri. You know what I mean? We let me pull up my list real quick.
Wait, what? The top 5 Missouri players or games against Missouri?
No. Stadium reviews, bro.
Stadium reviews.
Oh yes.
You remember that?
They got to be on your bottom 5. I'm gonna think.
No. So it's parking, right? That's one. Tailgating, right? And you got the overall appearance of the stadium, how the stadium flows. Does it need some renovations? Is it state of the art? Stuff like that. You got the
Have you been there
atmosphere.
before?
Huh?
Have you been there before?
Just on recruiting. But this is for the people, Jason. This is for the people.
This is for the people.
This is for the people. Just so maybe the next year they can figure out, man, Big Mike recommended, Vaughn Hemingway Stadium. You know what I mean? Something like that, maybe. But I mean,
public service.
Hold on.
It's a public service.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm doing this for the people. I'm doing this for the people, Jason. All right.
I love
So
you.
you got concessions with a special emphasis on beer prices. All right.
Now, see, that's something that I can get behind.
See what I'm saying? They're always asking me like, how much is a beer?
I think they might rank in the top 5 if you're wondering about the nearest proximity to a meth dealer.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's Big Mike's top 5.
Say that. I just
So
have to say
Jason,
that. I probably should
Big Mike, Coach Ricks, y'all take care. I got to go to Winco and save on them grocery costs.
All right, man. Have a good
I'm
one.
gonna get out of here too. I'm gonna
Take care, bud.
dog
Take care, brothers.
before he drops a landmine.
He's about to drop a landmine. Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. He's he ain't been in this room yet that I'm down here podcasting in. So he's like, I gotta handle my business over here in the corner real quick.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can take him out and come right back. Me and Coach Ricks can handle this for a few minutes. I was going to ask you what you think about the game.
Oh, yeah, I can do that, man. I didn't know how much longer you go. What I think about the game.
I'm not staying on for much longer. I got to go. I got shit.
I think, we get some receivers back. I want to know. I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to get that out there. I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
How we win, I think, is going to depend a lot on their quarterback, Cook, and what his status is and how effective he can be. Like, it could be a close game, or it could be a decided victory by Oklahoma, depending on the quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we win. I don't think they're much of a team. They got a bunch of players. They got some guys that are athletic, but kind
of a different. Yeah, it's just not a team.
They're not a team. They're not cohesive. There's no cohesion. Like they're playing. And I watched it, dude. I saw it firsthand at the Texas A&M game. You know what I mean?
Saw it firsthand at Texas A&M. Fell apart, bro.
Yeah, just first sign of adversity. Yeah.
Loafing and just not. Yeah. You see it
on the bench, pouting.
Yeah, Luther Burden doing that shit. He's supposed to be one of the best players in the country, and you're out there giving up. That was a bad look. It was a bad look, that game at A&M, the way they played.
Yeah, I just don't. I watched them. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not impressed.
Me neither. I've been saying that shit for a year. Fuck them. That's why I'm talking more shit than anything else about the field. I remember I've been to Faroe a couple of times. It's not as bad. It's all right.
Yeah, I've never really been like in the state around. Like I just kind of went in, like did the little recruiting thing, and I didn't really.
I'm not overly impressed with Columbia, Missouri either. So what I mean. It's just like,
yeah.
There's definitely better college towns.
Yeah, and I think secretly and maybe behind doors that Oklahoma would really like to bust that ass.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case too. The way that all went down with Caden Green. Now, of course, Venables, you downplayed it huge, saying that there was no hard feelings there, and it's just a competitive thing about everybody's competitive with all that. I know damn good and well they were not happy about all that shit that went down with Caden Green. The Williams-Nwaneri stuff is one thing, that was their boosters getting that one done.
Yeah,
and that was honestly Williams-Nwaneri's mama made that choice.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know how he's doing right now. If he's playing, I haven't heard anything about him.
I haven't heard shit about him hardly. He hardly plays that I could tell.
Yeah, we might have got the better end of that.
We
Thank
did.
you. Thank you,
Because we
legend.
ended up, I mean, yeah.
Thank
Do
you,
you end up
Missouri
getting Jaden?
legislator.
Do you end up getting Jaden if
Yeah.
you get him? Maybe,
Yes.
maybe not.
Thank you, Missouri legislators.
Oh
We
shit,
really appreciate that.
for sure.
Hmm.
And of course, that's their boosters. Lobbying and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely. Yeah. Anyway, I don't buy him either, and I think Drink's a dork. I don't think he's. I mean, the dude ain't full of shit as all get out. Talking about standing on business. Shut up. Stand on nothing. And I just they skated by freaking a shitty Boston College team that's not in the ACC race.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. He may be a dork, but he got a baller ass freaking house, bro. Good night.
Can you bring back your XOC? That would give me some hope. Here's a Mizzou doomed.
Yeah.
So it's a Mizzou fan saying that you're doomed?
Yeah. No, he up there. He a little bit early asked, is there any hope?
Yeah, that's what he's got right here. He's gonna hope my team can win. Yeah, no. Nope. Been too much shit being talked for the last year, pretty much.
No matter how
bye, man. Y'all should be good.
No matter how bad this game is, Oklahoma's gonna take this shit personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the fans especially, but I tell you, I mean, as much as, like I said, Coach V downplayed it a lot, but I think they're pissy about it. There was some shit that went down. I mean, the way that all went down with Caden, not cool. Not cool.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Mizzou Twitter alone is enough to make Oklahoma. And Oklahoma, I mean, I don't think we've ever really looked at Missouri definitely don't look at them as a rival per se. I know they played in the Big 8 together and all that stuff, but I mean, they beat us about as often as freaking Okie Light. So it is what it is, but
yeah,
putting up banners for putting up banners for appearances in the conference championship game. Oklahoma's got 50 championships. So we ain't the same, bro. Yes, I have battered Mizzou fan syndrome. We actually, a couple of our all the time guests in here, or well, they're always in the comment section, and we like them. Richard Shear and Rob 077. They're good dudes. And I got a couple of friends that went to Mizzou J school, so I got love for those guys. But this week, fuck Mizzou, and they need to win this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all depressed. Yeah, you haven't heard shit of them on. You haven't heard much of them.
I spent the other day on Sooner Legends, bro. I spent a half hour scrolling looking for some shit talking, and I couldn't find any.
Yeah, they're kind of they've kind of went quiet, and they had that one podcaster. She's I think she does radio, she's pretty hot, dude. Freaking blonde chick. Yeah, she's I forget what her name is, but she talks some mad shit too. I was actually, and their show's cool. They have a good show. They do a good show. I like her show. She talks mad shit. It was funny. I went back and forth with her one day. It was more fun than anything else, but it was just, I don't go crazy like some people do, but some of them were. It was pretty wild. What's that girl's name? The one that has the podcast? I'm sure they're Mr. Doomed. Pretty depressed. Look at that pup. Yeah, that puppy he's cute little shit. A sneaky shitter.
The sneakiest.
Y'all can have CG back. He sucks. That's hilarious. All right, Coach Riggs, man. Thanks for coming in, my dude. Sorry, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah, you know what? He was getting developed here. He's playing pretty damn good at Oklahoma. So, that sounds like a coaching issue more than anything else. You did her wrong? What'd you do to her?
Must be talking about Maggie.
Maggie. That's the one. You knew her? Oh, no, it's right there. You must be talking about Maggie. Yeah, she's hot. She's pretty hot. She talks mad shit, though. I'll tell you that much. She talks some mad shit. She didn't care. But it was funny that, all the shit that they were talking earlier in the year, it's like, yeah, you can tell most of these people don't really understand football that well.
Yeah.
They're new to the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got to give Richard Shear and Rob 077. I give them props. They know their shit. They do know their shit. But, well, hey, Big Bog, I think I'm going to get out of here too.
All right, bro.
Everybody, I appreciate everybody coming in and and joining us. Are we gonna see some more? You think Junior's gonna be playing a little bit this week too?
I imagine he'll get a couple series. Special teams tick, maybe a series or two, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm ready to see more of him too, man. Ready to see more of him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll work. They've been trying to work him in.
Cool, man. Loving it, man. I'm liking this youth movement. I want to see more of it. I just feel like you need to. But I'm excited about the veteran receivers coming back. I will say that.
Yeah, there's going to be. Hopefully, there's not a big drop off. There's not an adjustment period. Hopefully, they're in tune and in rhythm.
Yeah, I think Farouk ought to play pretty well, considering that he was in that offense for 2 years. We were talking about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
little rust knocking on.
Yeah,
I mean, you take that first hit, you should be good. Receivers don't have that much of a hard time getting back.
Yeah. It should be. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. My middle one's got a second round playoff game in Derby, Kansas against Derby High School. You got a big old tight end up there, Sean Brom. A couple ballers out there, so we'll see how it goes. Then I could drive home and wake up and drive to Columbia.
Right on. Hell yeah.
Living the life.
Living the life, bro. So when you starting back to work or what's going on?
Yeah, and I gotta wait. So they have a rule, once you retire, you can't get a DoD job right away, because there's a lot of people that weren't retired yet and already working in the DoD system, and they were double dipping,
Ooh.
So they kind of put the kibosh on all
kibosh
that.
On it. You get paid a lot more working in the DoD area than you do on. That government service worker makes more loot than you do as an enlisted guy, for damn sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
For damn sure. Well, yeah, man, good stuff. Yeah, she is pretty hot there, Neilio. Thanks, guys, for coming in, and we appreciate all you guys. Jimmy coming in, Benji says they still know ball. No, they don't. They still don't know ball. No, most of them didn't. Maybe I'll try to get a hold of Maggie, see if we can get her on for Friday. That'd be funny. I doubt she will. She wasn't very. I don't think she liked any of us. She talks a lot of shit for sure. But Derby is a machine, always has been. Yep. Toby calls him Bam Bam. What? All right, man. Neilio, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate you guys for all coming in. Make sure you get over there, check out Mike the Legend with Mike and Mike on Mondays. As always, he'll be back with us obviously on Monday as well to break down the game, see what we talk about, what happened in it. And obviously you're gonna have to do your ratings, man. It's public service. I get it, man. You got to do it. But good stuff, man. Appreciate you coming in, and we'll see you all guys on the next one. Going down as always.